Hola muchachos, Lifeaholic Mom here, and today we are with our dear friends and sister and family, Windsor and Alicia.
Hello.
And we're going to do like we do, have a conversation with an expat. They're going to tell us about their experience living here in Costa Rica, their likes, their dislikes, and what it's like to live here in Costa Rica with a family of 5. Okay? So, welcome. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Look at Windsor. All right, folks. The very first question inquiring minds would like to know, why? Why did you leave the U.S. and move to Costa Rica?
You want to go first? Or?
You can go.
Well, basically, me, I grew up in the island. So for me, once I came here, I was like, it's like home. It's peace. It's easy. You don't have to kill yourself like you do back home. It's cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, compared to what you're paying at home and what you're paying here is like, man, you're living for free practically.
Right.
So,
especially if you can live off the land, especially if you can grow things and, eat off the land, that'll cut your bill in quarters or halves. What about you, sis?
Well, the first time that I came here, I just loved the vibe of the place. It was the people, it was the look of the place. And then I also noticed how my health improved, how much my health improved when I was here. And that to me was...
That is like a reoccurring thing. Yeah. As I talk to different people, a reoccurring thing is that my health just automatically improved. Almost like this is the antidote for something. Like whatever is ailing you, whatever's your problem, like this is a solution or this is the antidote. Like 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, like just right away, you experience some type of healing. You have more time to go to heal, but a lot of people say that as well. Yeah. Very cool. Very nice. All right. Next question. What is your favorite thing about living here in Costa Rica?
Well, for me, it's the bike ride. Looking at the water and just being able to look just how beautiful nature looked in the jungle and riding and feeling free. You could ride endlessly down the shorelines.
Yes.
I would say for me, being able to live outside is something that I really miss when I'm in the States. We're so closed in, and just being able to live and be literally one with nature because it's all around you all the time. That's something that's beautiful.
Right. And you really can't get, a lot of times when you're in the States too, you do have the opportunity to be in nature, go hiking, but this is like our lifestyle. Like this is how we live. Yeah. It's not like a weekend adventure where we're like, oh, we're going to go to the beach. Like this is our life. Yeah. You guys just came from the beach, from a workout. Like that's what you do almost every day. Like it's part of our lifestyle. Very cool. What is your least favorite thing about living here in Costa Rica?
The banking system is horrible. You can't.
I second that, but go ahead.
It's just if you go into the bank, it's like you're going to work. You expect to stay there for at least
8 hours.
Yeah, a couple hours because
especially
with the COVID-19, it's even worse now.
Yep.
To try to make it in.
Yep.
Banking.
What about you?
I would say access to certain ingredients or certain things that I'm used to from being back home. And
like what, for example?
Nutritional yeast. I'm kind of low right now.
Okay. But, so like specialty item type things that you just can't find here, or you can find it. It's just $100.
Yes.
To get the same thing for $10 a year.
Like liquid amino. Liquid amino is $4.95 back home. Over here is $20. For the liquid amino. So it's like, are you desperately in need it, or you just so you got to make a choice. Is it worth it or not?
You gotta either bite the bullet or just go without.
And go without.
Yeah. That is a very, very, very valid point. Like, you gotta pick your poison. Like, I want to live in paradise, and I'm just gonna have to forego my liquid amino. I'm gonna have to forego my nutritional yeast. But at least I get to go to the beach every day and release stress and anxiety. All right, very cool. So, what did you do for a living in the States, and what do you do now?
I've been a personal trainer since 2004. And I've been doing that from the States. I'm actually still doing it here, so I'm still working, still in business. I trained this morning.
So how do you train people in the States?
Online, virtual training, remote through the phone or to the tablet or computer.
Very cool.
And just prop up, stretch. I demonstrate the routine, and they start doing the routine. And if everything is okay, I was like, okay, continue to do it. If not, I would redirect them and show them again what they need, get a proper form, what they need to do to execute the exercise.
Very cool. Yeah. That's a cool job to have then and now, because that's something that you could do.
Yeah, it's a hobby.
Yeah, it's a hobby.
Yeah, it's not a job, it's a hobby.
That's what we tell people. What do you like to do? And try to make income doing what you actually like to wake up and do.
No, it's I don't feel like I have a job.
Right, exactly. Like, you're getting paid to do what you like to do.
I thank God every day. I'm like, I can't believe this. You know,
you're living a dream life for a lot of people, Winston. You're living a dream for a lot of people. What about you, sis?
Well, I used to work for an insurance company as a training, like learning and development tech. Learning and development department. So I trained the employees on how to do their job better. Okay. So I would do that, and did that for a long time. And I also started my own skincare line during that time. Once I had my first child, I started researching ingredients, and I was like, I'm not putting Johnson & Johnson on my baby's skin. Yes. No. Yes, and I started making my own products and sharing it with other people, and it turned into a thing.
Turned into a business, right?
Yes.
Right. And is that what do you do now?
What I do now is I'm trying to transition my e-commerce store.
Okay.
Into now moving into YouTube and doing some creating content to replace that, because I can't do that. I was doing that in the States, and shipping will not allow me to do that from here. So you're basically reinventing yourself, because what you used to do is not a viable option anymore. So now you have to reinvent yourself, especially during this time, so you can figure out how you can still do what you like, still have the freedom, and have an income as well. Exactly.
Awesome.
And I will be starting my skincare line here. So
nice.
I'll be doing that, relocating it to a Costa Rican line that's going to be a lot of local ingredients that I'll be using in the products.
Cool. That's super awesome. Very cool. All right. And the very last question. If you could tell the people.
Every time. Every time.
Talk to the people.
Every time.
If you could tell them one thing about, like, if somebody's on the fence and they're like, oh, there's just no way I can move my family there. What about my kids? What about their education and whatever? And they're just on the fence and they're just not sure. And what would you say to them to encourage them to at least explore, at least come here and see what options are available for them?
For me, I think education, anywhere you go, you could be educated, because all around the world you have successful people who come to the United States and, and they continue with their education, they do well. Matter of fact, in terms of education, they say most other countries actually learn better than the kids in the United States. So that's education not an issue. I think the biggest problem most people should be concerned is, what are you going to do when you get there? Like, you have, that's why it's important to go and visit, because when you go and visit, then you can say, okay, you put yourself in this situation, how I'm going to survive.
Yes.
Like, if I don't have no money, could I get a job? Is it easy for you to get a job? Where here is kind of difficult to get a job.
Right.
And,
if you're an expat.
Yeah, if you're an expat. And do you want to be making $20 a day? So you got so you have to think. I mean, if you don't want to make that, you have to come up with a solution and say, okay, I have either you could start your own business, or with either a brick and mortar or your online or something. But you have to think about You have to produce your own money.
Absolutely.
That's why it's good that a lot of people have pensions,
yes,
or if you have a pension, disability, or some form of income coming in outside of just trying to figure what you're going to do.
Basically, he's saying have a plan before you get here. Do the research, take the trip, see if you like the lay of the land, but primarily plan. Because a lot of people end up having to go back home or go back to wherever they came from because they planned poorly. Right? What about you?
He took my answer. Ah! You know that was mine.
Oh no. Well,
this family, so you guys
piggyback on it.
You guys may have the same.
It's similar, I guess.
Piggyback on it.
But more like researching. And I'm a researcher, and so I think it's important to make sure that you know about the area that you're moving into. That way, when you come here, this is a very laid-back town. It's not for very high maintenance people. So a person who comes here, a high maintenance person that comes here may think that it's not paradise.
Right.
To me, it is. So you really need to know
what's your paradise.
Yes,
you have to know what's your paradise.
Definitely, and
because this might not match for everybody.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Exactly.
Well, yes.
I was going to say one thing. It's always good if you saved a lot of money and you come here and you buy a property. It's always good to build one extra 2 rooms because that's rental income.
That's
so
income right
this is a tourist town, so you always make some type of rental income. So if you can't get a job, create some like little cabinas or something to make, so that could help.
Yep, I agree. Well, you guys heard it. The St.Victors family and the baby. Lifeaholic Momma signing out. Ciao.
Bye.
So tell me, what's your favorite thing about living here in Puerto Viejo?
You have way more freedom, definitely. You can go ride around, play basketball with your friends. You can go to the beach, without having to drive 5 hours out.
So they're from Georgia, so their closest beach is about 5 hours. And their beach here is down right at the end of the block. So I'm sure that's much more...
Yeah, way more convenient. And the water's cleaner.
Yes, the water is definitely clean here. What about you, Brielle? What's your favorite thing about living here?
The beach.
Okay, so the beach as well. Beaches are beautiful, you guys, and they are clean and super close. All right, so what do you guys do for education? Do you homeschool? Do you go to school? What do you do?
We homeschool.
Yeah, we homeschool.
So tell me, do you like homeschool better or do you like the traditional school better?
Homeschool.
Why?
Because you get to stay at home, you have to wake up early, and you can start school whenever you want.
Yep, that's true. Those are all true. What about you? Why do you like homeschool versus the traditional school?
I'm happy that they let us do the things that we're naturally better at.
Oh, well, tell me more about that. What do you mean? Homeschool allows you to do things that you're...
Yeah, it's like,
better
yeah, we go at our own pace. And our mom uses a whole bunch of different curriculums, so that way we're not just stuck on one thing.
Oh, that's smart. So you're basically like, in regular school, it's like math, English, science, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But homeschool is like, oh, I'm really good at computer science, so that's what I'm going to focus a lot more of my energy on.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very nice answer. So if there are kids watching this video, which there will be, watch kids and subscribe to this channel. But anyway, shameless plug. Don't mind me. If you could tell the kids watching this video, and they're like, oh, Mom, I don't want to live in Costa Rica. Please don't make me go. I won't have any friends. I won't know anybody. I don't want to live there. What would you tell them? What would you tell them about your life living here?
Well, it's pretty good. I mean, you right next to the beach. You can make friends easily. Don't worry. And it's never cold. It's never cold. It's always warm, or like a little chilly, but it's always warm, and you got way more freedom. Instead of being cooped up in a house to ride around, that's basically it. It's better here. Fresher air, your skin clears up and everything else. It's better.
What about you, my dear? How do we see that skin? Oh, yes, skin's popping. Okay.
Well, I'll tell the kids that they're missing a lot of fun because friends here are easy to make. You can meet one person in the water and Your mom
and
gives
that's
you
your and then
that's
you
your
just
buddy.
make friends with the mom, and it's like boom, can I go play with this kid that I just met at the beach in the water
Yep.
the next day, right? So you're saying it's not difficult to make friends here or meet new people once you're actually here and living here, right? Okay. Well, thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, there you have it from the mouth of babes. Thank you so much, Bryce. Thank you so much, Briley. Thank you so much, Brielle. I'm about to call you Briley. Anyway, okay, ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.
It must have died.
Right, yes.
What?
We had a
What was-
conversation.
What?
So the phone.
Her phone.
Oh,
Oh,
no, died.
No, it didn't.
Well,
just
she just want to be a part.
she had to be in it. She was like, "You ain't gonna be."
Well, he was awake this time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Because that's why. See, I tell you, I took some drink.
Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share.